So Cardi B just soft launched her man, and Offset, he is not handling it well. After months of speculation, whispers, and blurry clips, Cardi and Stefon Diggs finally popped out for real. A full-on, waist-grabbing, cheek-clapping vacation twerk video just hit the timeline, and Offset is pressed. This is something you don't want to miss, so stick till the end. Just a few hours after that video started going viral, Offset jumped online with one of the pettiest tweets of the year. He posted, "Good rollout NPR," then deleted it. That's not all. Screenshots show he also uploaded a clip of some random dude throwing a basketball out of frame with the caption, "Today I'll pass." So yeah, the shade was loud and clear, and the internet ate it up. But then Stefon said bet. The NFL baller clapped back on Instagram with a black and white flick of him catching a football, no caption needed. Just vibes, just pressure. And let's not forget, that same day, he and Cardi were celebrating 6 months together. Apparently, they even spent Valentine's Day together this year. Remember those flowers and that mystery dinner date Cardi posted but never tagged? Yeah, now we know. Now let's rewind for a second. Offset and Cardi were that couple once. They got married back in 2017. Real low-key, no big wedding, just vibes. But what came after was anything but chill. Cheating rumors, constant breakup announcements like clockwork. And yet, they always found their way back to each other until now. In August 2024, Cardi finally filed for divorce. And this time, she didn't look back. Things have been spiraling ever since. Just last week, reports came out that Offset is trying to get spousal support and joint custody of their 3 little ones, Wave, Culture, and Baby Blossom, who's only 8 months old. Offset's paperwork even said Cardi's house should stay the youngin's primary home, but he still wants a cut. And that must have hit a nerve, because Cardi went on a full-blown verbal assault on X Spaces. "Word to my mother, I want you to die, but I want you to die slow." That's what she said, out loud, publicly. Then she doubled down. She told fans that Offset completely lost it when she filed for divorce, saying, "When I first filed for divorce, my lawyer started filing ish, and this ninja started spazzing. So now it's like Offset's trying to play legal games, but Cardi's done playing wife. And to make things even more humiliating, she's out here living her best life in a bikini on a yacht while her man of 6 years is watching from home, mad and tweeting." What's wild is that some fans think Offset knew this was coming. There were rumors that Stefon had been in the picture way before the split went public. People pointed out that Cardi started moving real different around February. More private, more selective about what she posted, and suddenly smiling again. Now with this twerkgate footage all over X and Instagram, it's clear she's done hiding. And Stefon, he's not some rebound. He's the rollout. Offset calling it PR just makes it sound like he's mad he didn't beat her to it. Others say this is just another chapter in the toxic cycle. Cardi and Offset have broken up so many times people stopped counting. Some fans are still holding out hope that they'll reunite again, but from where things stand, that ship looks like it sailed, and Stefon's the captain now. So what now? Offset's got some choices to make. He can either step up and co-parent in peace, or keep throwing shots on social media while Cardi lives rent-free in his mind and on vacation. Smash that like and sub to the channel to stay in the loop when the next video drops. Y'all, Trump finally opened his mouth about the whole Diddy mess. And let's just say, the way he danced around the question got people heated. Like, this man really said he'd look at the facts and consider it if Diddy was mistreated. Be so serious. So here's what went down. During a recent interview, someone asked Trump if he'd ever think about pardoning Diddy. By now, we all know what Diddy is on trial for, so let's not even get into that. But the accusations have been getting uglier by the day. And instead of shutting it down right there, Trump low-key flirted with the idea.
Back when you hosted The Apprentice, you mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
Let's back up. Trump and Diddy were cool back in the early 2000s, often seen together in red carpet flicks, reality shows, all that. But Trump admits they haven't spoken in years, especially after Trump stepped into politics and the two apparently drifted apart. Even then, the fact that Trump would entertain the idea of a pardon is absolutely sickening. He said, "I haven't been watching it too closely, but we know Trump sees everything, especially if it's trending. So this whole, 'I'm not sure what's going on, but I'd still consider it' thing? Nah, that's not it. Not when victims are involved and real lives have been affected."
First of all, I'd look at what's happening, and I haven't been watching it too closely, although it's certainly getting a lot of coverage. I haven't seen him, I haven't spoken to him in years.
And let's be real. Trump loves loyalty. If Diddy smiled in his direction and dropped a flattering quote, that man would probably roll out the red carpet and a get-out-of-jail-free card.
He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, he sort of, that relationship busted up from what I read. I don't know, he didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden, you know. It's different. You become a much different person when you run for politics and you do what's right. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well because of what we're doing. So it's not a popularity contest. So, I don't know, I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
That's why this comment hit hard, because people just couldn't believe this. This person wrote, Diddy will get pardoned if he pays and says nice words about him. And honestly, where's the lie? It's all about who kisses the ring, not about what's right. Another person said, I'm incredibly disappointed in him for even considering it. And honestly, same. Like, there's a whole mountain of allegations being brought up. Victims are speaking out. The FBI raided his homes. People died. And Trump still thinks this is something to even consider. Please. Then came this one. If he pardons Diddy, assuming he is found guilty, we may as well not have any laws. Exactly. If rich and powerful men can just buy forgiveness, what even is the point of justice? It's like the system was built to protect them from consequences, and Trump just proved he's willing to keep that cycle spinning if it benefits him. Let's be clear, this isn't about liking or hating Trump, but rather about decency, about not giving powerful men a pass just because they were once your buddy or donated to your campaign. The fact that he even left that door open tells us everything we need to know about where his values lie. And it's not even about Diddy alone. This sets a terrifying precedent. If this is how Trump thinks justice should work, then what kind of country are we stepping into if he's re-elected? All this to say, this doesn't feel like leadership, but more like ego and power games disguised as presidency. And if Trump really thinks Diddy deserves a pardon, after everything, we've got bigger problems than just bad takes. Y'all, this is wild. And it's only getting messier. Stick around, because the internet's not letting this slide anytime soon.